This is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. Forever God is with us.
Our missionaries in Argentina.
Marsha, should I? Hey, Marsha.
Mission, because you see, my life is filled with a lot of little stories that go like this, and then they get a big story, and then you just can't pick one little story because together they're awesome, and then the little ones, they just make the one big one awesome.
We've been coming to this church since 1988 and we love it.
Bloomingdale Church rocks. We came here and we were totally welcomed by everybody, and the kids are so cool. The youth group is cool, and you guys have welcomed all the kids that we take in, and this is one of them.
We had an interesting happening at work this week. We started talking about religion and faith, and it turns out it's a Romanian guy and he's a believer. So for the first time in I don't know how many years, we were talking about the Lord and all he was doing, and we actually started our work in prayer for a couple of days.
So one time we went bowling with Luke and his sisters, and Luke, did you win? No, but Luke did not win, but that's okay, because what did we do after we went bowling? Nothing, no, we got something after we went to get ice cream. We went bowling, we went to get ice cream, right? Yes, we did. Do you remember what kind of ice cream you got? No? I don't either, that's okay. Want to say hi to the camera for me?
Well, I'm taking care of the group.
Hi, camera!
I was in customer service, she was in sales. We worked closely with each other on servicing our customers' needs. She knew I wanted to go into missions with CNA. One day I told her I'm going back to school, so I'll probably need a part-time job at Starbucks. She said, how would you like to work with children part-time, and that could count as your home service at CNA? And then she said it would actually include housing. I was blown away. So we looked into it, we interviewed, here we are. I guess they liked us. And now we're working on a lot of things, so thank you.
You know, this church really impresses me, especially the teens. You guys are awesome. I've never seen a church like ours, where we have so many committed and active teens. And you are one of the greatest examples of the teens I know.
Well, thank you.
At a lot of games, we tried all we can do, and every single time you would always get the beanbag.
I'm the Sunday school superintendent of the church for over 8 years, and my story is that I'm just totally committed to the youth of this church, helping them through Sunday school, through Awana, and just watching these kids raise and grow in Christ is just the most encouraging, wonderful experience that anybody could ever have.
The first winter camp that I went to, we played this game with brooms and a soccer ball. And I was diving everywhere and I got soaked. And then after I was done, Steve was like, can I have your signature in the snow? And I wrote my name out in the snow. I was like, oh yeah.
I've been coming to Bloomingdale Church for 15 years now, and it's just a wonderful family place, and for children, we have the Awana, and that's my passion, is just working with the children in Awana and hearing them say the verses, and day camp, everything. This is a family church.
Yeah, it's fun.
We're going to tell you a story about VBS and how awesome it is, because it pretty much is. Go ahead, you start, Liz. She brought a ton of people. A ton. Like Alex Berg right here. Yeah, I brought Alex.
Story as a group to tell.
Nice to meet you. Okay.
So, yeah. It would really help if I knew what I was in.
We go to coffee house together in youth group. And we don't play basketball, we sit by the wall. And we talk.
You sit by the wall and talk.
So Mikey plays volleyball. We give each other advice.
But you know, coffee house is a pretty fun place. Come, interact.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Hi, I'm Kim. I pray and ask God come to me home.
Here's Joshua's first vacation Bible school. That was 15 years ago. Joel was in 3rd grade and I was his teacher, Joel Schneider, and I was scared because oh my gosh, the pastor's son is in my class. It was very scary. But we had a great time, and obviously Joshua loved it too because we're still here.
Well, I built this and it's so much fun. Actually, the first day we came to put the roof on, we had all these church guys, there's 25 church guys, and we started putting plywood on and everything, and we got all the plywood up. That was great. But one of the pieces of plywood slipped out of somebody's hand and fell all the way down to the ground and hit another guy on the ground. But it was Carl Heineken, it didn't bother him at all. But it was great. We had a great time. It was a long way up there to the ceiling, but we got it all done in like 6 months to a year. There you go.